Well, this is Decent for We the People news. So I got a little news for you. I believe it was yesterday or a day or two ago that I talked about new law that they're actually trying to put in for Arizona, ending the qualified immunity. But I also told you there's a few other ones. So let me run a couple of these through y'all right quick. And this is a benefit for we the people. Now these are all different states, but if we could start combining all these in one state, we the people would just have a little bit more power. So I just wanted to kind of bring it up to y'all's attention. So one of them is, of course, Oregon. But again, it benefits we the people of Oregon. Alright? I don't live in Oregon, but it benefits we the people in Oregon. Alright? It's a petition in a federal police militarization program. Alright? So, in essence, in short, what they're doing is your local sheriffs and your local township, what they do is make a deal with the federal government to get all these goodies to militarize your police and sheriff's contract, okay? So your local government sheriff, whether it's police, sheriff, and all that, signed a contract with the FBI and CIA, federal government, in essence, saying, hey, we give you these fancy toys, we can come in here and do as we wish to your citizens. Okay? Excuse me. So what Oregon is trying to do, in essence, is say, we're not getting no more of this. We're not selling us out anymore. Alright? We're going to do what we do with what we got. No more briberies. Okay? So when the federal government comes knocking at our door, they're going to have to ask permission to proceed forward. And not demand it because they gave us the bribery. Alright? So, if this passes, and if you see officers in Oregon with military equipment, it's because in general that the township has actually bought it. Okay? They're not selling us out to the feds. Okay? So good on that. Wish Texas would do that. Alright, we talked about Arizona, qualified immunity. Yay on that. You also heard my opinion on that. However, any stop signs from the government is a blessing to we the people. Okay? So if you want to check out the qualified immunity video, that's a couple of videos ago. Alright. Virginia. Okay? Consumer Policy Act. Alright? So what this is entitled, basically what it's doing, is saying, hey, no more selling your data to everybody. Like Google and Facebook has been doing and all that kind of stuff. And, creates a privacy around your data. And if Google and Facebook and YouTube or whatever, wink, 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 wants to proceed forward in that state, well, they're going to have to agree to these terms that you're not going to sell out your property, your name to everybody. Alright? California's done this, and it's a lot better than what Virginia's doing. But this is one of them things that you guys may want to dig in a little deeper and check about, especially in your states. This one's a really, really good one. Also, okay. Obviously, you guys know how I feel about qualified immunity. That's pretty much on top of my list. we get rid of that, there's going to be so much more freedom for the people to hold our government officials in honor. Okay? Rhode Island. They're doing a petition about warrantless electronic let me try to explain this in a different way. You guys heard Bank of America has been selling, giving out our information. Of course, I wasn't in Bank of America, but when the FBI comes in there, they ask for all these kind of things. And since it's third party, they've been handing it out to everybody, especially the ones that's been for Trump's side. Whether you're for Trump or not Trump, it don't really matter. It's the bank giving out your information just because they asked, all right? Well, in essence, this is what this does. They say, no, you're going to need a warrant in my state. You're not going to just be able to hand out everybody's information to the feds, okay? Or probably into the local area too, if you really get down and nitty gritty on it. And that'd be Rhode Island. Alright? So Maryland, talking about dropping the no-knock warrant. Okay. Number one, if you as an officer, you're bound to be unsafe about just breaking into people's houses and get yourself shot. Alright? And this right here is saying, you know, there is not going to be no knock warrant, and you're going to tell them who you are. And is it going to let a little bit more criminals get away? I don't know. Maybe. But that's one less death of a child that was innocent. You know what I mean? This has happened. This no-knock warrant goes in the wrong people's houses and kill little children. So regardless if some of you guys think it's a good thing, if it costs one child, that's way too many. Go ahead and let 100 criminals get away so we can save one child. Alright? On top of the mom and dads and all that. Okay? I'm going by child because I've had children, and this is just ridiculous. And officer safety, come on, you guys complain about officer safety all the time. And yet you want to run in people's houses because you much prefer a no-knock warrant? Yeah, don't give us this officer safety stuff. Alrighty. So that one was Maryland. And I'm trying to think, so I'm apologize. Tennessee, in essence, what they're going to be doing is, you know, it's going to have to be special circumstances of any sorts to really help out the feds. Okay? And the local area. Okay? It's forfeiture. Okay? But what the forfeiture does in most areas, okay, is when they do a forfeiture of property, y'all, they blame it more along the lines of the feds. It's a third-party deal. Well, you can't come after my officers. It was the feds. Even though officers did it, you know, the feds get the money. Okay? And what this is doing is getting rid of that, dropping the forfeiture. which New Mexico done, by the way. However, they also say the feds. Now, I don't know about New Mexico. Some of the people on here may give a little bit more details. Are they doing that too, doing a third party? Still seizing property, but put the blame on the federal government instead of their local government? You know, some states actually started doing that. So they just kind of walked away from it, blamed it on the federal government. And they still get the money, but they get a piece of the action, okay? And mainly because it's a third party, and you know it's harder for us to get our property back. So New Mexico, when we say it's a good thing that they do not do this asset forfeiture anymore, well, they go ahead and let the feds come in. Remember the contract, right? Military things. Alright, they give to the sheriffs, give to the local cops. Now the feds come in and do asset forfeiture. Well, they take all that stuff and then they hand it out like candy to whatever township they were in, right? So in essence, that's what Tennessee's doing, is knocking out the feds altogether on this asset forfeiture. So New Mexico may need to check into that. Alright? So if you're going to knock out this asset forfeiture, then you need to knock it out local and federal. Okay? Anyway, that was just a couple of different areas that states are actually giving a little bit more taste of freedom to we the people. But again, it's just dipping your little finger in icing. You're not getting the whole cake. Alright? But it's time for us to start baking the cake for that icing and make that grow to we the people's benefits. You know what I mean? Give an inch, take a mile. Well, they're giving you an inch. So y'all, get out there and take that mile. That's what they do to you. So this is Diesel for We the People News. Till next time, be safe, always look around you, make sure you have your eyes open all the way around so you can see things come at you to be able to protect you and your families from harm from anyone of outside forces. Till next time, y'all. Bye.